Things are breaking. Hit it harder. Oh, Alice was here? Yep. Yeah. Crazy stuff. How you doing? You got that? You guys can warm up on this court if you like. You need a ball? Oh, there's balls in the. You can warm up with Rose, Joan. Whoa. Are you awake now? All right, so we're going to start off with just a freestyle warm-up. Today's a clinic day, not a practice day. On a practice day, we start off with 30 minutes of structured warm-up, but today is a clinic day. On clinic day, we start with a freestyle warm-up, and then we get into the content. We'll have about 45 minutes of content, which will be 2 or 3 drills, depending on how they progress, around the forehand. And then our final half hour, we're going to play some games, forehand-based games. All right, so go ahead and start our freestyle warm-up. We're going to rotate periodically, but we'll start with, actually, let's do this. Can you two slide down to the far end, and Kathy and Yuchi come here. I want you to warm up on the half court, just on the half court with your partner. And we're going to do frequent rotations, okay? There you go. Joan. So I was thinking of starting them off at forehand to forehand dinking, the blue line, then back them up to the red line, then back them up to the white line, and then see how they're doing at the white line and make a decision from there whether we're going to stay back here, go back further, or maybe move up close to the distance. Okay? Okay, Yuchi, you're in the center court. You're going to be our anchor. Everybody's going to rotate around Yuchi. Joan, you're going to rotate over here. You're going to rotate over here, Rose. Margaret, you're going to be with Yuchi. I want everybody to keep the ball inside the red lines. So see this red line? See the red line here? Imagine it extends through here. Try and keep it between the red lines. Do you see the red line? Half court. Yeah, half court. Yeah, half court. Just keep it within the red lines. So this is 2.5, so our expectation, the bar is kind of. Good. You can just let it go next time and just grab a new one so you're not chasing. Next time, just let it go and just grab a new one. Because I'll go around and pick up. here. Okay, let's rotate around Yu Chi, please. We're going to rotate around Yu Chi. Yeah, just stay between the red lines still. You're going to go that way. Joan, you're going to come here. Rose, you're going to go over here. Yu Chi's our anchor. Yeah, we're rotating around Yu Chi. He's the sun, we're the planets. So we're rotating around him. Okay? Okay, let it go, Yu Chi. Here you go. Oops. Oops. Okay, everybody come on in, please. Coach Aisha and I are going to do a demonstration. You guys all know Coach Aisha? Do you guys all know Coach Aisha? So if you're having trouble hearing me, just do this. If you're having trouble hearing me, just do this. Yeah. It's easier to hear when you hear my voice the first time rather than echoed off the side walls. Okay. Do you all know Coach Aisha? No? You haven't met Coach Aisha? Okay. Coach Aisha is one of our new coaches here, but she's been playing pickleball with me for, what, 2 years now? She's awesome. We love Coach Aisha. Okay, so today we're going to work on our forehands. And we're just going to start off, actually, right up at the kitchen line. And we're just going to go forehand to forehand within the kitchen. Notice how I'm not hitting the ball out of the kitchen. I'm trying to keep it in the kitchen. Occasionally, I'm going to have to hit a backhand. Okay. We're going to learn at this distance. Then we're going to back up, and we're going to do the same thing from the red zone. And then we're going to do the same thing from the white zone. The further we get back, the more important it's going to be to turn sideways. Okay? But I don't want you to get confused about that today, because I really want to work on today. My emphasis is on your contact point, your swing speed, and your paddle face at contact. That's really what we're going to be working on today. We're trying to establish some really basic directional control that will help you with your dinking and your volleys and your drives and your serves even. So anything that you're going to be doing on the forehand side. And we need to start there with those fundamentals. So we're going to be working on that. So the contact point is a comfortable distance out front of me. Notice my swing. Oh, sorry. So Coach Aisha is going to be really careful not to hit it past me. Yeah. She's a very powerful swinger. So, oh, there you go. So if it's going past the blue line, just stop and catch it and then reset, because we want to learn to control our swing speed. So that's the first thing we're going to be working on. So go back to where you were. We're going to get started and we're going to rotate. That's task number 1. You guys have a ball? Yep, good. Get going. Go ahead and start. Yeah, good. Okay, everybody, come on in, please. We're going to do our first feedback. Get everybody on this side or on this side. I'm just going to take your place, Yuchi. I'm just going to get you to slide over here, please. Thank you. Come on in. All right. So notice how the paddle never goes behind my body. It never goes behind my feet. See where my feet are? The paddle is never going to go behind my feet. So the paddle, is everybody watching this? The paddle is never going behind my feet. If the paddle goes behind my feet, this is what happens. The ball goes way too far, right? So I need to keep the paddle in front of my feet. And one of the ways that I do that is I imagine that this paddle is a little fishing net, and I'm trying to catch the fish in my net, right? But just before I catch it, I give it a little push. Oh, I'm going to catch the fish, give it a little push. I'm going to catch it, oh, give it a little push. Catch it, give it a little push. Right? That helps me not bring the paddle back here, because if I was going to catch a fish in a net, I wouldn't start back here with it, right? I'd start right out here with it. That's the first thing we're going to work on, is catching the fish in the net. Okay? So go back with your partner. Good job, Yuchi. Nice. So we want to be careful, Joan, not to bring the racket back here behind us. Okay. Keep it out front the whole time. Keep it out front where you can see it. So, and if you're pushing it past your blue line, that's too far. Yeah. So just shorten your swing. Because if you take a long swing at it, you're going to hit it a long way, right? So just keep it close to the ball. Good work. Let's rotate one position, please, around Yuchi. Yuchi's going to stay there. Actually, stop. Coach Aisha is going to be our anchor. Everybody's going to rotate around Coach Aisha. So you can slide over here. Kathy, Joan, you're going to go down. Sorry? Still the blue line. Yeah, we're still doing things at the blue line. So if she's keeping it in the kitchen, you want to stand not on the blue line, but a little bit behind it. There you go, right about there. Very good contact, Rose. Nice and easy. Nice. Okay, everybody, come on in here, please. Come on in here for a second. All right. So let's talk about contact. Contact is that moment where your racket touches the ball. If I was going to push this cart towards that wall, I wouldn't do this, right? It's not going to do very much, is it? I'm going to give it a push, right? See the difference between a hit and a push? Right now, we're just pushing. So I want you to think about that in your motion. When the ball's coming towards you, you're giving it a push, just a gentle push, right? You're not slapping it. You're not poking it. You're not punching it. You're not jabbing it or stabbing it. You're just giving it a push. So let's see what that looks like. Aisha, we're going to do a demonstration, you and I. Okay. You can think about the ball as an egg, and you don't want to break the shell on the egg. You really gently want to give it a little hard. Give it a little push. Little push. And a push is also long, right? I'm not slapping and pulling back. I'm giving it a push. Just like it's that little cart that I just showed you. Giving it a push. Everybody see that? Push, push, push. Okay, so fish in the net. Give it a little push. Not a hard bump. Just a little push. That's what we're going to work on next. Let's rotate one. Or actually, stay where you are for now. We're going to rotate in a minute. So, fish and push. So slow down. You don't need to hit that hard. She's really, really close to you, right? So think about being slow and smooth because you don't need to be powerful at this distance, right? Oh, see, that was even too powerful, right? So just slow it right down. Keep the racket out front where you can see it. Just give it a little push. Slow down. There you go. Slow. There you go. You're getting it, John. Look at that. Slow. That was too much. We'll get to that next. Very good. Very good, Rose. Awesome. Gentle. Nice, Yuchi. You guys are getting good at this quickly. Very nice. Very gentle. Okay, let's rotate once around Coach Aisha. You're going to be here, Margaret. You're going to slide down there, Rose. Yeah, still the same. Still just doing the same thing. There you go. There you go, Joan. If they get away, let them go. Just grab a new one from the basket. Very nice. You two have good control. That's awesome. Good control. Awesome. Come on in, please. Come on in. Okay. I need everybody to come in really close for this one. All right. I'm going to drop the pickleball on the floor. I want you to watch and see that it does not bounce just straight up and down. It's actually going to jump around from side to side and move offline. You see that? It doesn't bounce straight up and down. See how it jumped around like that? We'll try another one. You see that? So, pickleballs don't bounce and continue rolling in the same direction. They bounce and they move a little bit left, or they move a little bit right, or they move almost straight up, or they stay really low, or they kick low into the left, or they kick high into the right. You don't know until it bounces what it's going to do. Right? So if we're dinking back and forth, and I'm not watching that bounce, I don't know what the ball is doing. So I have to be watching the bounce every single time because it might do something that I don't expect, right? And if my racket's far away and I'm expecting it to go straight and it bounces in a different direction, now I have to get my racket from here to there very quickly. And guess what happens? Whack! You hit it way too far. So you need to watch the ball and you need to keep your racket close to where the ball is bouncing. Remember catching it in the net? That's why we're doing that, because we want to keep the racket close to the ball, so if it changes direction like that one just did, my racket's close by. Does everybody understand that need? Is Very, very necessary for the racket to be close to where the ball bounces. You watch the bounce, your racket's close to it. If it changes direction a little bit, you can easily adjust. But if your racket's not close to the ball, now you're in trouble. Okay, so for the next few minutes, we're gonna really watch the bounce and keep our racket close to the bounce. Okay? Very nice, Joan. So you're bringing your racket away from the ball every time. So you need to, as the ball's coming in, reach out towards the ball so that it's close to the bounce, and then give it a little push. Nice, Joan. Very good. Very good. That's excellent. Good job, Rose. Try and keep it inside the blue line so she's not forced to back up. Keep it between the blue lines, okay? Okay, let's do rotation. Rotation. Joan, you're going to be here. Rose, you're going to go across. You can work with Coach Aisha. So same thing, blue line to blue line. Yep. Very nice, Kathy. Very nice, Margaret. That's good control. Good control. Good. Just 1 second, Coach. I'm going to get you to hold your racket. So you're hitting everything with a really straight arm. I want you to keep your arm a little bit bent so your bicep is engaged. All right? That's better, Joan. That's great. Nice, gentle control, Rose. Very good, Yuchi. Look at that. Look at you two. That's awesome. Oh, just catch it. Just catch. When they go wild like that, just catch. Pounder. Okay, everybody come on in, please. We're actually going to come over here this time. Aisha, can you come on over here, please? Yuchi, I'm just going to get you right here, buddy. Thank you. Coach Aisha, if you can be there. Okay, so in pickleball, we're trying to keep the ball no higher than 1 paddle length and a little bit over the net. So this red marker and the green one over there indicates our height. So we don't want any balls going over top of this height. We're trying to keep them below that height. Let's think a little bit, back and forth. All right, so we're keeping it below that height. We're keeping it fairly close to the net. Boom, right, nice and low. Give it a little push. Everybody see that? Okay, hold it. All right. How do I keep it below the net? My paddle face tells the ball where to go. If my paddle face is facing up towards the ceiling, guess where the ball is going to go? Right? If my paddle face is facing down towards the net, guess where the ball is going to go? So I literally need to have my paddle face pointing into this zone. We call it the window. So imagine that this is a window frame and it goes all the way across the whole net. So we're keeping my paddle face pointed through the window. Okay, I'll try it. Let's try it. Whoa, I was afraid it was going to hit the ball, so I was looking. Oh, not working very well. It's very distracting. All right, everybody see that? Okay, so let's talk about grip then. If you're holding the racket up here, it's really hard for you to get the paddle face all the way back, right? If I'm holding the paddle up here, it's really hard for me to get that arrow pointing down. Everybody see that? But if I hold the racket down here, way down here, it's really easy because I can relax my top two fingers, right? And let the paddle really tip back, right? So I'm holding it down by the knob and I'm lengthening my grip. And that helps me get my paddle head down so that I can, sorry, hit it too hard for you. A little hard to control this, it's just a piece of wood. All right, everybody see that? Okay, so that's what we're going to work on now, is trying to keep our ball low over the net, get our paddle face pointing in the right direction. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to work on is, once we have our hitting elements in place, we're going to start to work on our directional control. Okay, so go back to where you were, and we're going to work on this, the height right now. Very good, John. Yep. Okay, there you go, John. Very good. Very good, Yuchi. Good control, you guys. Very nice. Looks good. You got some good range, Margaret. You have some good range. Oops. Sorry. Sorry about that. Very good, Yuchi. I like your height. Good height, Yuchi. Very nice push. Very good. All right, everybody, grab your ball. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to go have a drink of water and a little meeting in the lobby, and we're going to talk about some things, and then we're going to come back in and start to work on directional control. This, take this.
I'm going to stick to that one.
Stick to that pal.
Yeah, that one. Oh dear. On a day like today, yeah. That kind of.
So, how do we feel about our forehands now? A little better? Oh, who's this? Oh, this is not for us.
Just somebody get it away.
Yeah, there's a child care upstairs now, so that's probably their business. So any questions about what we've done so far? Feel like you're getting some control?
It's interesting. The ball thing. Yeah. My problem is though, is I want control, I choke out. And then I feel like I've got control of the this.
Yeah. My advice would be think about control in a different way. That's actually happening. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just gotta think, yeah, totally different.
So, if you're going to play, if you're going to have a variety of shots, you need to have a variety of grips. Right now, we're just going to work with one basic grip, but if you're only holding the paddle choked up like that, you're very, very limited in what you can do. It's really going to hurt your ball game. So, the tips that I'm giving you today will give you control so that you don't have to hold the paddle.
It also we can try.
Yeah. And don't expect to be able to do it on your first day. It's like a guitar lesson. You don't go in for a guitar lesson and come out going, okay, I don't have to play guitar now. Right? What's that? I don't know. They're bad instructors, I guess. So the process is you learn something, and you try it, you experiment with it, and you gradually do that. Other questions? Okay. We're going to go back in the room, and we're just going to start to work on now directional control. One of the things that we do in our structured warm-up is forehand to forehand control. So we do that when we're dinking, we do that with ground strokes from a distance, we do it with volleys. You want to be able to serve forehand to forehand and back on your serve. So you want to be able to have that directional control forehand to forehand. It's going to be really difficult to control the ball forehand to forehand, even at close distance, if you're not watching the bounce of the ball. If you have a big, long swing. All the little stuff that we were just doing, it's all important. And if you keep that in mind, we're going to start it really close, forehand to forehand, and we're going to gradually increase that. Hold that thing like that. So let's go back to the gym and we'll do that. Oh, yeah. Good. Okay, we'll do a little demonstration. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're blue line to blue line. So we're lined up across from each other. Notice I'm not hitting the ball way out to the side for Aisha. It's actually bouncing in front of her and then bouncing towards her backhand or her forehand. She's putting it in front of me, and it's bouncing in front of me. If I hit it way over here, she's got to take a big step, and it makes it harder for her to control the ball. So when we're working on our forehand control, we're just going forehand to forehand side, and the ball's actually just, oops, sorry, I'm talking. The ball's actually bouncing just in front of her, and then it's bouncing toward her forehand. So that's what we're going to work on now. So go back to the spot you were in. We're going to rotate in about a minute. Were you here, Joan?
I was here.
There you go. Okay, you can go with Coach Aisha. Forehand to forehand now. All right, so show him your forehand. Show him where your forehand is. That's your backhand. Show him your forehand. There we are. Yeah. So you're going to hit towards her forehand, and she's going to hit towards your forehand. Okay? Sorry? No, forehand. Okay. Forehand side. So you're going to go diagonally forehand to forehand. Good. All right, let's rotate. Rotate around Coach Aisha, please. Rose, you're right here with Coach Aisha. She is there. Forehand to forehand. Same thing. Very nice touch, Rose. Very nice touch. So you're standing really close to where the ball is bouncing. Try and give yourself a little bit more space so you can do more of a push. Okay. Very nice. And don't forget, you got to watch the bounce. Watch the bounce. Really focus on the bounce. Okay? Are you watching the bounce? And are we remembering to watch the bounce? We're watching the bounce? Okay. Good job. All right, you guys can back up till your heels are on the red line. Pretty close, or just behind the red line. Just behind the red line. Just behind the red line. You're gonna go just behind the red line. Okay, guys, back up to just behind the red line. Just behind the red line. Good job. Very good. Okay, now we're going to back up to just behind the red line, Margaret. See the red line beside you? Right here's the red line here. So just behind it. You're going to back up just behind the red line, Joan. Okay, do the same thing from just behind the red line now. Just behind the red line, Yuchi. So you want to line up just behind the red line. There you go. Okay, everybody pause for a second. Come on in. I'm going to be you for a second. Can you just slide off to the side? Yeah, awesome. Come on in. Okay, so we just backed up, what, about 2.5 feet each? And how much harder did it get? Got more than twice as hard, didn't it? Right? So all those little details that we were talking about early when we were very close together become more important the further apart we get. Right? So the push, maintaining control of our swing speed, sorry. You'll also notice that I'm turning a little more sideways. Ah, sorry. My dyspraxia is acting up here. All right, here we go. All right, so I turn a little bit sideways now because I'm trying to hit a little bit further. So this is going to be more difficult. So now that I'm back a little bit further, I can turn a little bit more sideways when I'm receiving the ball to give it that push. Okay, anyway, so let's work on that, turn a little bit more sideways and really focus on those details about getting that racket close to the bounce, watching the bounce and giving it a push. Just turn a little bit sideways. There you go, Rose. And remember not to hit past the red line, because if you hit past the red line, your partner's going to have to back up. No, don't go past. Yep. Oh. That's better, Yuchi. Oh, slow down. Very nice. Okay, let's rotate one position. Rotate one position. You're going to slide over here, Rose. Yuchi, you're going to be here. Good work. Okay, same thing. Just behind the red line, Joe, and you're a little too far back. Just behind the red line. There we go. Okay. You're trying to hit her cone, she's trying to hit your cone. Oh, hang on a second. 1 second. I put that in the wrong place. There you go. There we go. All right. Okay, trying to hit each other's cones. You're trying to hit this cone. So you're trying to hit hers. So you're trying to hit her cone. She's trying to hit your cone. Okay? Good stuff. I'm going to back you both up just a little bit now. We're going to be a little further back now. There you go. We're going to back up just a little bit. 1 step, not even. All right. We're going to back up just a little bit. There you go. Okay, let's rotate 1 position. Rotate 1 position. Who's going to be the first one to hit a cone? Nicely done, Kathy. One second. Oh. One sec. There we go. Yeah. Nice, Yuchi. You can set it back up. Perfect. Okay, pause. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to have a little contest. We're going to have a little contest. The team that knocks down the cone first is going to win. Okay? Every time there's a winner, we're going to stop, reset the cones, and we're going to rotate around Coach Aisha once.
Oh, I thought there's a big prize.
Oh, there is a prize. It's pride. Pride and the friends we met along the way. Okay, here we go. We're ready. Everybody get lined up. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, there it is. She hit one. We have a winner. She didn't knock it down, but Rose hit a cone. Okay, actually what we're going to do is, since Rose hit the cone, we're all going to rotate around the cone that she hit, which is Yuchi's cone. So everybody rotate around Yuchi. So you're going to come this way. Yep. Good job. Okay, we're going to have another contest. On your marks. Get set. Go. Hey, there it is. Okay, well, she's picking up. We're all going to rotate around her. So Yuchi, you're going to come over here. Margaret's going to go over there. Yuchi, you're going to be right here. You're going to stay there, Kathy. Okay? All right, on your marks. Get set. Go. Oh, already. Already. A virtual tie. Okay, let's pick them all up. We're going to reset. No rotation right now. So now the objective is for the teams to knock down both sets of cones. So the team, this is a team effort now. No, we're not rotating. On your mark, get set, go. There's one. There's one. Two. We have a winner. Okay, you two have to split up, so you're going to stay there. Everybody else is going to rotate. You two, you're going to go there. You're here. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to have another team competition. The first team that knocks down both cones wins. On your mark. Yeah, Yuchi's there. Yeah, yeah, you're over there, Yuchi. On your mark. Get set. Go. There's one. There's one. Keep going. There's one. Keep going. Now knock the other one down. You got to get the other one too. Got to get them both. There it is, our winners. Okay, we're going to reset. We're going to try it one more time, then we're going to change the game. All right, so stay where you are, Kathy. Everybody else is going to rotate around Kathy. So you're going to be over there, Joan. Perfect. Okay, so to win, you have to knock down both sets of cones. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, look at that, one already. Showing off now. You get the hang of it. Get the cones out of his feet. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Stay behind your cones, Yuchi. Stay behind your cones. Very close. Very close. Look at that. Very nice. Uh-oh. Tough one. There you go, June. There. Oops. That's not working very well. Stay behind your cones, Yuchi. There, just one. Got one more to go. Okay, everybody, remember to stay behind your cones. Don't go in front of your cones. Stay behind them so you don't trip on them, please. Okay, you guys got one more. So close, Margaret. You're getting so close. Oh! There you go. Is that the second time you guys have done that? Is that the second time you guys have done that?
No, just one.
Just one? So you guys have each team has got one now? Awesome. Oh. Yay! We got a winning team. All right, everybody. Bring those cones in from the far court and from this court. Bring them over here, please. No, those ones are going to stay there. I'll take these. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We're going to start with Coach Aisha on that post. Yuchi's going to be right there. Margaret's going to be right there. Kathy's going to be there. Joan's going to be there. You're going to be right here. Rose. Okay, we're doing a 6-person rotation, which means that as soon as the ball goes down, it's not up, then we're going to rotate one position. And we're going to see who knocks down the most cones. The first person to knock down 3 sets of cones is going to be our winner. Joan's going to serve. You can go ahead, Joan, you can start. So, no, just get it in play. Yeah, and remember, we're just trying to do exactly what we were just doing now. Just now you have twice as many cones to aim at. Okay, rotate one. Rotate. You're over here, Kathy. Good job. Okay, rotate one. Remember, do not go in front of your cones. Always stay behind the cones. Even if the ball bounces twice, that's okay. But stay in front of your cones. I'll take that ball, Joan. Or I mean, yeah, Joan. I'll take that ball, please. Joan? Joan. Rose. I'm sorry. Rose. Thank you very much. Hey! Okay, reset them up. Rotate. Aisha's got one. We only need one. Hey! You guys are getting good at this. Who's got points? Raise your hand if you got points. Oh, two. Nice. Holy cow. Rotate. Ah! Who was that? Rose. Awesome. Oh, Margaret. Hello. Good, how are you?
It's pouring rain out there, which
Is
is
it?
neat, but like.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to go get my hair cut today, so hopefully the roads aren't too bad. Who's ahead? Okay. Nice. Gotta go, Joan. Aisha wins. Way to go. Okay, where are we at for time? Okay, so now we're going to play an actual game of pickleball. And we're going to try to incorporate what we've learned. All right. So you guys have, some of you have never played this before. Come on in so you can hear me, please. So we're going to play in teams of 3, which means that on each team, one person's going to be on the sideline. So for this team, the player will be on that post. And for this team, the player will be on this post. When you make a mistake, you sub out for the player who's on the sideline. So your team will keep score. We will sub out whenever you make a mistake, right? So mistake is you hit it into the net or you hit it out of bounds. That's it. Hit it into the net or you hit it out of bounds, right? Those are the only mistakes, okay? So if you, just because you hit it high and somebody was able to put it away, that doesn't mean it was a mistake. It's only a mistake if you hit it into the net or hit it out of bounds, okay? So we'll have the 3 of you be a team. You can start on the post. The 3 of you can be a team, and you can start on the post, Margaret, please. Awesome. There we go. Okay. So keep score, play a real game, and just sub out when you make a mistake. Oh, nice. Nice shot, John. Okay, everybody come on in for a second. We're going to continue with this in a minute, but I want to do a wrap up. So today we worked on getting forehand consistency and control. Aisha was saying that she went and played with a group last night, and it was, what did you call it, Banger Central? So we want to be control players. So it's important to have power in pickleball, but it's more important to have control, especially early on. You don't need to necessarily hit hard to hit a winner. If you can just put the ball in a spot where it makes the other person take one step, that makes a big difference. So today we worked on forehand control. I think probably the two most important things that I talked to you about today was watching that bounce and making sure that your racket is close to the bounce. If your racket's way back here when the ball bounces and it changes direction, by the time you get it from here to here, it's going 100 miles an hour, and then it's too late. You're never going to have control. So control is all about knowing where the ball is in space and how it's going to bounce, like where it goes after the bounce, and getting your racket onto that ball with the right amount of force. Any questions about what we did today? Okay, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all again soon. I'm going to put my equipment away. You guys keep playing, okay?